Hello again, everyone. It's Kaz Beelan, Mr. Auto Ads. I'm back to show you some great commercials from New Jersey, from the East Coast, from the United States. Are very, very cool. Maybe commercials from around the world. Classic commercials and some newer ones. So, like I always say, before you're going out on the road and you have to drive, right? So, no matter what you do, before you start, you have to
start your engines.
Love that intro music. Very Americana, sort of, in a sense, back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and whatever. Hey, whatever your favorite commercial, send it to us here and we'll put it featured right here on Mr. Auto Ads. Mr. Auto Ads, that's me, Kaz Beelan. I've done commercials, I've done infomercials about auto industry for a very long time. Here's a great example, the very first one, of a very dear friend of mine, Steve KALAFER, who recently passed away. A legend in Central Jersey, a legend in the national car business also. He's won Oscar nominations. He owns baseball teams. He owned a dealership in Flemington, New Jersey. Lots of dealerships. The Flemington Car and Truck family of dealerships. Now the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands. That's right. So here's a great commercial Steve KALAFER and I did, driving around in a car. Basically expresses how he does business, how he feels when he drives to work every day to sell cars to customers just like you. So take a look at this, and the important thing you notice in here is that there is no sale prices, there's no per monthly rates for leasing a car, there's none of that stuff. So check this out. Steve KALAFER, a legend that recently passed away, but he will always be a living legend in my heart. So please enjoy this commercial with Steve KALAFER.
For 32 years, I've made this trip with a smile on my face. I know every day I'm going to do my best to make someone happy when they buy a used or new vehicle from one of our dealerships. There really isn't a magic potion that my partner Byron Brisby and I came up with. At the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships, we provide the absolute lowest prices. We speak to everyone with an honest and straightforward approach. At Flemington Car and Truck Country, it's the only way we know how to do business.
That's the amazing Steve KALAFER. It's the only way he knew how to do business. It's the only way the family continues to do business in the auto industry, selling cars, maintaining, make sure they are on the road, they're safe and they're reliable. And that's the Flemington Car Country family of brands. Flemington Car Country family of brands out here in Flemington, New Jersey, historic town in the middle of New Jersey. Let's go back quite a few years to like about the early 90s. And a very famous radio personality was John R. Gambling, which recently the son of the person you'll be seeing this commercial stopped doing radio. And so that was the end of a 100-year legacy WR radio, the Gamblings. And Rambling with Gambling was the son's name on the air that he used over his period of time being a radio personality. But this is the father, John R. Gambling, who also did a commercial for Flemington Infinity when it was at its sort of beginning days. So he would come in, have a car serviced, and while he has car serviced, he did these commercials. And this is one of the commercials that I'm proud to be part of it also. And here's Mr. John Gambling for Flemington Infinity.
Does a crowded new car showroom look out of place today? Not this place, because despite everything, Flemington Car and Truck Country continues to grow. Why? Simply because we know satisfied customers are the foundation of our success. So it should come as no surprise that today, more people are buying new cars and trucks right here. Flemington Car and Truck Country, where you expect to pay less.
Another classic commercial back to the, I guess, late 80s, early 90s, like in another century. But I'm still around. I can do commercials, consult you in the auto industry. Just look me up. The information will be down below. CAZTV, youtube.com/CAZTV, CAZTV.com. That's where you go to see plenty of work that I've done over the years, past, present, and future. And this, if you're watching it on, let's see, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, live on Twitter, everywhere you're watching this, please feel free to leave us a comment, send me other commercials. We'll feature them in the future of Mr. Auto Ads, and that's me, Mr. Auto Ads, as you can see right there. Mr. Auto Ads. Okay, so right now, as Steve Jobs used to say, yes, I'm Mr. Auto Ads, but of course, Mr. Auto Ads can do other commercials as well, because the art of doing the commercial, telling the story, is pretty clear. So in this one, we're going to divert, as Mr. Steve Jobs used to say. And one more thing. The one more thing here at the end, it's a new feature we have, is we go away from the auto ads and we go into selling another product. In this case, it's shoes, something you can run in, walk in, and some people sleep in the shoes. But I wouldn't recommend that, but it's a cool thing. So in any case, here is a commercial where it doesn't say anything. Like Mr. KALAFER didn't say anything about the cars, just prices or anything, but just about how he feels about selling cars. This one features Santa Claus, and Santa Claus has to do a lot of running around to get all the presents for Christmas. So check out this, and no words are said, but especially at well, there is words said at the end. But check this out; it's a really fun ad. Bob Gainey did the voiceover, a friend of mine, in the early days of early '80s, going back quite a bit. So check this out and enjoy Sport World.
Record here, they're just gonna do this code devil things that some switchers, like the Giants don't have that thing with the white one, the devils on there. Oh, sneakers, Nikes, don't get, I think, the door, okay, open the door, okay, take that, okay, put this on there,
Without Sport World and Nikes, Santa would never be able to make it.
Back in those days, looking at his feet down there, the smoke was generated by dry ice, because we put that in there, have him do that, and he was no feet were damaged in the creation of this ad. Okay, Santa was doing quite fine afterwards, and plus he's used to the cold anyway, so that didn't bother him, as you saw there. But Santa, amazing ad we did back then. No words were being said, but the message was there, and if you listen carefully, you know, he was saying some things in his little mumblings, whatever you saw that underneath, but very, very classic TV ad. So I'd like to contribute to our program, Mr. Auto Ads. Feel free to send them in. I don't care if they're auto ads, if they're other ads, whatever. A story is a story. It's a 30-second story. That's all the ads are. So 30 seconds times whatever banter I give in between to give you a little behind the scenes looks and feels of what we did to make these quality, fine commercials. Till next time, thank you very much. And like I just said, I'm Mr. Auto Ads. I'm Kaz Beeland. The name is right there. It was get mixed up, but these hands are kind of loose all over the place. But thank you for your time, and I hope to see you soon on Mr. Auto Ads. And whatever you're doing, always remember, before you go anywhere, take that key, whether it's a real key or electronic key or the button that you press, and remember to do...
Start your engines.